This world was broken, screaming for salvation. Into fire and blood and treachery, you were born. My majestic blade.
So earlier this week, we announced Infinity Blade 3, and it's the epic conclusion to the Infinity Blade trilogy.
For Infinity Blade 3, we're using Unreal Engine technology yet again. It looks amazing. It looks like a full console experience. We're doing advanced tricks like putting reflections on the characters. We've even made some new tricks that won't even be possible until there are future devices out there.
Some of the new features that we're super excited about for Infinity Blade 3 are the ability to play as both Cyrus and Issa. There's now 2 playable characters in the game, and this is going to give the players just so much more freedom in the way that they build and customize their characters. Also, the world of Infinity Blade 3 is 8 times bigger than the first Infinity Blade game. Literally, all these different areas are as big or bigger than the entirety of the first Infinity Blade. And I think people are just going to be blown away by the scope of this game.
As soon as we had a knight in shining armor fighting these creatures, one of them had to be a dragon. However, we had to cut it from the first game and the second game. But for the third one, we put all of our hearts into creating this awesome dragon that you could fight.
So Cyrus and Issa both have their own inventories, and you'll level them both up independently. But in addition to that, we've also added weapon forging, potion crafting, and gem fusing. Gems have all sorts of different attributes that you can use to customize your character. Potions act as more really powerful one-off buffs that you can create by finding different ingredients in the world. One of the things I'm most excited about, though, is the ability to reforge your weapons. So in Infinity Blade 1 and 2, the way that you gain experience is through mastery of items. And that hasn't changed for Infinity Blade 3. Is I use a sword, I eventually suck all the XP out of it. But now I can take that mastered weapon to the blacksmith, and he will reforge it. It will unlock new abilities in that weapon. It will unlock new XP, and I can then remaster that to a new level. So there's just tons of stuff to do and unlock in the game. So one of my favorite new features in Infinity Blade 3 is the hideout. And the hideout serves as your hub. It's kind of your base of operations as you play through the game. And through the course of the game, you will find different allies that you can convince to join your quest. And some of those will be in the form of the potion master or the blacksmith, getting them to come and unlock new abilities that you can use in the hideout. Others will join your quest as NPCs that will help you along your way. One of the really cool things that you can unlock is the merchant. It's this sultry, sexy pirate who goes around the land stealing and finagling different artifacts and things in the land, and she'll show up at your hideout and try and sell them to you at a discount. And you can find some really awesome stuff from her if you can get her to join your cause.
We've added all sorts of new challenges and new sorts of ways to compete against and with players from around the world to earn some really awesome things.
The warrior was Cyrus. He unknowingly gave you life and foolishly gave us freedom.
Infinity Blade 3 will be available only in the App Store on September 19th.
I am father of the deathless, creator and destroyer of all. And Cyrus is our enemy. He is Alzar, reborn. Now, my secret vengeance. The world shall know your name.